Hey guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. Today's video is going to be about battling and breathing. Let's start with breathing. I mean battling, of course, since we all know that you can't breathe without getting your hands dirty in the arena. So, I will begin with assuming that you've completed the battle tutorial, which you can find here. You should know how battles go, and that every turn is based on what speed your axes have, and how the order of your abilities determines what your axe will do next. Okay, so you have done the tutorial, you bought the cheapest 3 axes you could find because your salary is late. What now? Let's begin by creating a team. A team should, in my opinion, always include a tank. So let's go find a tank. So, after searching for a tank, I've decided to go with this one. It has some decent tank parts that will help it chunk up lots of damage. Even though its HP may not be the best, we should also consider that most new players don't always start with the best tank there is. But wait, Zakke, what decides if a part is a good tank part or not? Well, that's a great question. You see, every part has 3 stats: damage, defense, and accuracy. Damage being pretty self-explanatory, defense meaning that it will negate that amount of damage, and accuracy being how high chance of hitting your enemy with that ability. A good tank part should of course have high defense, so we can negate all that nasty damage our enemy is throwing at us. After you've picked your tank, you can pretty much pick anything else that isn't a tank. 2 good DPSs or 1 DPS and 1 support are the most popular team compositions. Here's a video of me making my team, picking order and finalizing it. Here you can see me doing a classical 1-2-3 setup with 1 tank and 2 DPSs. It's pretty usual and works for me. By the way, I would never use a bug class as a tank. It sucks. Please, never use it. I just did it as an example. Only use aquatic and plant tanks. Please. Literally, I'll find you. I would also advise to always activate Bean's Blessing. It will cost you like 3 cents and will give you 20% more XP for 24 hours. It's really worth it. Do it. After that, it's just to send your axes to battle. Just remember though, you can only send them 3 times per 12 hours. After waiting for a while, your battle should be done. You could watch the result or watch the whole replay. And as you see, using a bug tank sucks. Okay, so you chopped off some axes heads. You've done this to 100 axes. You racked up some EXP. What now? Well, here's a little leak for ya. It's goddamn breathing! To first understand breathing, we have to talk about number 1, genes. You see, for every part an axe has, it has 3 sets of genes. D, as in dominant, R, as in recessive 1, and R2, as in recessive 2. These genes each have a percentage chance to be passed down to the offspring, D having the biggest chance, and R1 having a smaller chance, and R2 being the smallest, offering only around 3% chance. Luckily enough, a guy named Freak has made a breeding tool, so we can see how big of a chance it is to get a certain part. Here you can see me checking the chance of me getting Toothless Bite on my offspring. Pretty high, huh? Side note though, if you just want to see the genes of your axe, you can easily do so by inputting just one axe's ID and press calculate. It will then show you all its genes. So let's say you found the perfect pair, you have enough XP, you want to see some axe love. Where do you go? It's rather simple. You just press your axe, press breed, find your lover boy or girl A, and then confirm the transaction on MetaMask. You can see in the footage currently playing that as time goes by and you grow your axe arsenal, it can be quite the task to find a good match. Now, waiting. You see, it doesn't just take 1 second to grow and hatch an Axie, it actually takes 5 days for it to become a fully grown adult. Between it being a larva and a petite, you will have to make a transaction on MetaMask once again. This time, it will reveal the offspring's parts, but it will not yet be ready to battle. After 2 more days of being petite, it is now ready to become an adult and go out to fight in the world of Lunasia.